Now, there are some rules that I will probably use right now that can shorten the length of a dungeon, because as I look at the clock, I've got just a little less than an hour left of streaming today. And I'm thinking that... Let's see, time limits, 43. You can set... I've never played this game this way using the time limit. It says you may set yourself a real time limit, such as say, I'll play for 45 minutes, and then I will automatically meet a final boss in the last room that I generate. I'll fight that battle, trace my way back to the exit, and call the game. So yeah, I think I'll just do that. And at about 11:15 my time, I'll finish up whatever I'm doing and generate a room that has the final boss in it. So let me set a timer so that I remember to do that. And we'll say... about 40 minutes. Okay, that works. And so now we're all set to get into this dungeon again. Or into a new dungeon, I should say. Okay, so we start again by generating our starting room, figuring out what that's going to look like. Oh, I forgot to draw this line here. This is going to be not straight. There we go. Okay. So we roll a d6. The heroes come upon a cave out in the frontier, just the edge of the frontier, that looks like maybe the priest might have gone in there. And this is our entry room this time, number 4. So let's see, like that. Up, and then up 2 more. And then, let's see here. 2, 3. Yep, and then up. Okay. It's a little off to the left compared to where I was thinking it was going to land, but I didn't eyeball that correctly. In any case, it's not going to be a big dungeon anyway. So we start out in that room, and as is my tradition, I'm going to continue along the left wall for as long as I can. So let's roll for what the shape of the next room is going to be. It's going to be 31. So we're looking at this one right here. I don't think it really matters too much how I set this up, but there is a door here. Is this like the nerd equivalent when I'm just silently drawing like this? Of, like watching, what was that painter's name on PBS years ago? I want to say Bob Ross, but I don't think that's right. Was it Bob something? Guy with the big curly hair, and he would talk very softly. Just gonna put a little door right here. Got our dungeon all set to go. I should be talking more closely to the microphone. All right. Okay, so let's roll for contents. It's a 2. Wow. Okay. Roll d6 on the treasure table. I like that. Big roll. Come on now. 3. I don't think that's anything to get super excited about. Oh, a scroll with a random spell. That could be definitely useful. Not a spell of my choice, but a random spell. So let's go to page 49, where the spells are at. And it's a blessing spell. Okay. Well, let me give that then to Griffith the Cleric. Blessing Scroll. Okay. So we'll just mark that. Okay. Onward and upward. Next room. Oh, let me make sure that I adjust my party order. I still had them in the reverse order from escaping the last dungeon. Gotta have them in the correct lineup now, or my guys would be in big trouble. All right, 25 is this room right here. So let's see. You want to do like that, maybe? It could be. I think it leaves room for other rooms more easily if I do this. So let's try this. It's going to be up 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we curve around like that. Up 1, curve around again. 1, 2, 3. Got a door right here. This curves around here. All right. So let's see what's in it. That's a 4. Oh, okay, we're rolling on the special events table. I'm going to do the regular special events table because the last dungeon was specifically having to do with this ritualistic area that had to do with like Lovecraftian stuff. And I did enjoy using that other special features table, or special events table. This time, though, thematically it doesn't quite fit. So I'll use the regular table. I wonder if one of my supplements here has a different table for special features, though, or special events or something. Anyway, what do we got? A 4. Oh, crap, it's a trap! Roll on the traps table. Yay! Yay for traps. Where are the traps at? Come on, don't say roll on the traps table without putting a page note of where it's at. Oh my gosh, it's back to the glossary. That's also not in alphabetical order. Traps. 62. Alright. Roll a 1. A dart attacks a random character in my party. Let's see. So, let's see which one it is. Oh good, it's the dwarf. And he has to save versus a level 2. And that's just a straight D6 roll. He doesn't have any particular bonuses to help him with that. He does save against it though. So, yeah. Whew. Great. Great. Actually, it said a defense roll anyway, not just a save roll. So, he would have been all the more protected. So, this was a dart trap. Continuing on. Mr. Priest, you in here somewhere? 21. Okay, it's just a boxy dead end room. Well, what's in it? 4. Roll on the special events table again. A 6 this time. Crap, what is that? Is higher better? I don't know. Oh! Yeah! It's a wandering alchemist! Cool! Love this guy. Wandering alchemist. But again, I forgot to declare how much gold I was bringing with me. So I brought none. Dang it, I wish I could, like, give this guy fool's gold. Sucker! Oh, well. He's no fool. Alright, so we gotta change our party order so I can start backtracking. Backtracking safely. So we're right here. We're going to start by rolling for Wandering Monsters here. Oh, Wandering Monster! What kind of monster will it be? 2. Is that a minion or a vermin? I can't remember. 57. It's a vermin. Okay, so let's see which of our new vermin we're going to be up against. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're fighting the Bats of Vengeance. Oh boy. All right. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with. Bats of Vengeance. Oh, I need to start to... Gotta mark this off as a new dungeon. And this is a vermin. Bats of Vengeance. Their their level is 5. And how many are there? 9. Bleh. Okay, what's up with these guys? Count the number of foes slain so far in the current adventure. That's 0. Counting groups of minor foes as 1 foe. If this number is higher than 5, use this number instead of 5 for the bat's level. Okay. Foes put to sleep, bribed, or avoided in a non-violent manner do not count. What do you mean sleep is a non-violent manner? Why? That doesn't go in that category. I kill them when I use the sleep spell. That seems obvious. Because the sleep spell and the rules count as them being slain, which means they stay asleep for the entire run. I don't know. I guess I'll conveniently count it as non-violent when it works in my favor somehow, but... so all those notes are really irrelevant. Reactions: on a 1, it would flee. On a 2, it would ignore me. On a 3 to 6, it would fight to the death. Oh, this is a wandering monster, right? So we ignore that anyway. So we're just going to get into it, and they get the first attack. Hey, Craig jumps into the chat and says, "Hey, Pater, Bats of Vengeance as opposed to Parrots of Remorse." Yes, yeah. I wouldn't mind trying to fight some Parrots of Remorse. Sorry. I'm so sorry. That's okay, you can fly away. Alright. They get the first attack. There are 9 of them. Good gravy. Well, at least the first round they can only attack the dudes in the front. So, man, 5 of them are gonna attack. 5 of them are gonna attack my, what's his dude? My my dwarf. But he's got extra HP. Well, yeah, he's got more HP than the cleric, and he also has that beefy +4 defense now, where I'd given that to the cleric before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just roll these all at once like a band-aid. We're just gonna rip it off. Here we go. Their level's what again? 5. Okay, 5 isn't crazy. In fact, I think I auto-succeed at this. Because my bonus is 5 plus... oh no, that's my attack bonus. My bonus is 4. So I at least have to get a 2. Okay. Alright, so I took 1 point of damage, but dang, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for what I was up against. So my dwarf is at a 9 out of 10 right now. Not bad. And now the other 4 are going to attack the cleric, who only has a defense of 3. Okay, so... Gosh, I think he takes all 4 of that. Wait, no. Okay, no, he blocks 2 and he takes 2. Okay, crap. So he's down to 6 already. Now it's the hero's turn. And we gotta get rid of these guys fast, because they could do some serious damage to my wizard in the back. Let's see here. I guess all I can do is just roll to attack for the dwarf. And that is a critical fail. But actually, let's see... Okay, so it's not a critical fail, so I can still count the 1 plus level would be 6. Wait, no. Plus level plus 1. So actually 7. That's still only enough to kill one of them, but it does kill one of them. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that takes out 1. Cleric. Come on now. What do you got? Ugh. Got a critical fail. That sucks. And re-rolling, if that was a... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, it still wouldn't, even if it didn't actually crit fail. Alright. Rogue and Wizard can't do anything, because they're putting their stuff down and getting ready to fight. Crap. So we've got 8 of these things that can spread out and are going to try and attack as evenly as possible. Which means everybody gets 2. That sucks. All right. Well, we start with the dwarf. And oof. Does he defend? He has to get a 6 or better. 4. Okay, he does defend 1, but he takes the other one. He takes. Crap. All right, cleric. Okay, much better. Much better. So he blocked both of those. Rogue. Rogue has some pretty good defense. He's got a +4 to his defense. But that's not going to help him dodge all of it. He takes 1 hit. Down to 6. There we go. And Eldoras, the wizard, he's the one I'm worried about. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's right. I did that right. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Dang it. Wait a minute. Crap. I forgot about this madness stuff. I'm not used to that rule. I haven't even, like, properly incorporated it into my my campaign yet. I just kind of stumbled into it with a rule I was using. That's one thing that I kind of dislike about some of these expansions, is that they'll have things in them that, like, will refer to other expansions that you would need to have to understand how the rule works and to apply that thing that's in the expansion, but if you don't own that book, you can't look it up, you don't know what's going on. Now, that's very rare, but it's still occurring, and I kind of feel like with every expansion, it should have everything in it that you need to take advantage of what's in that expansion, you know? So even rare exceptions like that I'm not into. So I am just going to... It was enough that I had to deal with it during the last quest. I'm pretty sure I have to pay to have a blessing removed, that madness and stuff, but madness, as I mentioned when that came up, is a mechanic that's introduced in the expansion 4 Against the Abyss, which is for characters minimum level 5 and higher. And I found the rule that incorporated madness in an expansion for levels 3 to 6 or something like that, you know. So I really feel weird about that being introduced to my party when the actual proper introduction to that rule on madness is not until my characters are all at least at level 5. So anyway, so yeah, I'll just ditch the madness for now. And I'll learn more about it and do a better job of incorporating it sometime in the future. Okay. So this I got all thrown off because I saw a -1 next to my wizard. I was like, what? But that was from Madness, I think. So he just has a straight D6 roll. He failed one, he got the other, so he's down, excuse me, to 5 hit points out of his starting 6. Now it's back to the heroes. Come on, dwarf. Come on, make it happen. It's a 5. So that's 11. Does that... Oh, and they're level 5, aren't they? Yeah. So that takes out 2. Very happy. Okay. Cleric. Do it to it. Ah. Nope. Actually, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To hit, he just has to reach their level, not exceed it. So even a roll of 2 with his modifiers took out one of the bats. One more, and they will have to test morale. And we're on a new round. Rogue has put his stuff down. He's ready to enter the fray, at least from the back with his sling, which he takes a -1 penalty using. Oh my gosh, exploding 6. 7, 8. Penalty of 1 brings it back to 7. Still takes out 1. And so the bats are going to test morale. 1 to 3, and they run away. They rolled a 2. The bats are gone. Good, because I don't get anything from fighting these guys. No treasure, doesn't count toward an eventual XP roll. They're just a pain. They're vermin. And they're gone. Great. Okay. So let's... No, we're still in backwards order. I want to stay in that backwards order because we still have a little bit of backtracking to do. Wandering monster there was the Bats of Vengeance. So let me make a note of that. And again, these notes are just to kind of create a record, a chronicle, that I can look back on and remind myself of the adventures I've lived with these characters. I think that was suggested by a YouTuber whose first name is Liv, and L-I-V, and I think that's in the name of her channel as well, like Liv Plays or something like that. But she plays a lot of 4 Against Darkness, and I think it was her, or perhaps Geek Gamers. That's another great tabletop gaming channel that I kind of watch now and then that has done some 4 Against Darkness stuff. I think both of them have maybe talked about how when you're playing solo games like this, having some kind of a log or a chronicle of the things that you experience helps to make those experiences more memorable, because you don't have the advantage of playing with other players and the chatter and the laughter and the different kind of moments that emerge as memorable just by nature of experiencing it with someone else. So anyway, so I have gotten into the habit of doing that as well, and it kind of creates also a sense of history for my characters and all the adventures they've been on, and so I can look back and say, man, yeah, they feel like level 6 characters right now, because look at all the life that they've lived, all the adventures they've been on, all the things they've survived, you know. So it's not something you need to do by any means, but it's part of my tradition or ritual or routine with this game. All right, so that's where we were just at. So we're gonna go right here. Craig, I might be with you. He says the Parrots of Remorse would have been way better. Oh wait, he said something else. He said, if you're unsure, rather just ditch it. Don't overcomplicate it, just have fun. This coming from the guy that overthinks stuff. Yeah, I really overthink things as well. And I think especially when I'm playing, you know, a solo game, I just... and that's why I think that this game functions possibly best as a solo game. Although I did have a great time playing it with a board gaming buddy of mine that I've been playing games with for, you know, close to 20 years now. My gosh. Maybe longer? It's been longer. My gosh. But like part of our kind of like vibe or rhythms that we can fall into is kind of like debating rules. And usually we're playing on the same team. For years we didn't. I would be like the overlord, the guy controlling the bad guys and stuff. And so then the debates on rules were a little bit more understandable. But even when we started getting into co-op stuff, one of us would maybe want to be easier on ourselves and the other would want to take on more of a challenge. And so when we had a rule that we were kind of unsure about based on the wording, we would kind of like talk it over and maybe have different views on it. And and kind of get stuck for a little bit figuring that stuff out. But when you're in a game like this, when the rules are difficult to look up because they're scattered all over the place in places that don't seem to make sense, and when they can sometimes not have the most precise or clear wording, you're going to find yourself with this game, I think, making calls either because something doesn't quite make sense or you don't want to try and hunt down the rule. And so, but I was actually surprised. I think we just had to kind of set the table properly, and and me, for more, it was me mentally. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in and just have an attitude of grace and deferring to my friend, and just because it's, at the end of the day, it's a game. I think when we were younger, you know, it was easier for me to just kind of want to stick to my guns about stuff like this. But I think just in recent years, I've been just Pater, just love your friend and be a person of grace, and just defer to them when you don't, quite see eye to eye on how a rule is working, and I find that, he will end up doing that as well, sometimes in response, I think, to me doing that. And so then it's well, I think your idea is good, But anyway, we didn't get stuck much, not near as much as I thought we might when I introduced this game to him last time we got together. And that was kind of my one hesitation in bringing this game. I was like, I don't want us to get bogged down in a bunch of trying to figure out rulings on stuff. But I can see, depending on the temperaments involved, this could really be a game where you could get stuck in that. So I do think that it's and also for the complexity level, unless you're at the stage where me and my friend are at, where a lot of it is just about socializing and eating snacks and hanging out for a weekend. But if you're in it for a game and the mechanics of the game and really in it for that, and not often taking diversions to talk and stuff about whatever, then this might not be the game for you. It's, I think, probably too simplistic for a lot of gaming groups. But for me, it's really just right when I'm playing by myself, or for the type of environment that I have with my friends. So anyway, boy, that was a heck of a rabbit trail, wasn't it? All right, did we test this room? I don't think we did. Let's test it. No wandering monster there. This I consider a safe room. And then we're going to change our party order as we move into a new room now. Okay, let's see what the shape is. It's 34, which is going to be this one right here. Boy, already getting just a little bit cramped. Oh my gosh. Are we about to hit a dead end? What time is it? It's 11. Because I don't know what kind of room I'm going to be able to set up right here that's going to be able to successfully branch off. So, even with the artificial time limits I was going to impose, we might be about to hit the end of this dungeon real soon anyway. In which case, at this point, I would probably just end a little bit early. We only have 30 minutes left anyway. But we'll see. Okay, so let's roll for the contents of this room. So that's a 5, and in a room that means it's empty, but I roll a d6 on the special features table. That's on page 32. Different from the special events table. So I roll a 2. Oh crap, it's a wandering monster. Come on! Come on, that's not special. It's not special at all. Okay, so let's roll. The table to determine what kind of monster is a little bit different. It does lean a little bit more toward the easy side. Yes, so see, I rolled a 3, which would normally be a minion, but on this table it's just a vermin. Yeah, so just a vermin. But they are attacking from behind, which sucks. Let's see what specific vermin it is. 1, 2, 3. Hey, it's the traditional rats. So let's bring this over here. Good grief. And no treasure, nothing. There's no benefit to fighting these dumb things, dang it. And they're just the standard rats that you find in the base game. Their level is 5. Their number, man, there might be a ton of these things. 13! My gosh. You kidding me? I gotta make 13 circles on my little tracker sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after I kill 7 is when they'll test for morale. 1 attack each. Geez, I would hope so. Any character wounded by a rat has a 1 in 6 chance of losing 1 additional life due to an infected wound. This sucks. This has sleep or fireball written all over it. It's freaking annoying, man. Okay, but they get the first attack. Oh, man! And I have to divide up all 13 of these between my wizard and my rogue as evenly as possible. Oh my gosh. And they're level 5. My wizard's gonna die. Or he's at least gonna drink that healing potion. This is horrible. Okay, well, I'm gonna have 7 of them attack the rogue at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big band-aid. Actually, you know what? If I really want to rip off a band-aid, let's take one away, and let's do Elderast first. So here's the 6 that are attacking Elderast. No modifiers to his rolls. He needs to get a 6 or better. Well, a 6 is better. It's exploding 6. Anyway. Well, I got 1 6. That's not going to save him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes him to 0. So there goes that healing potion. Already. It's a good thing this dungeon doesn't look like it's going to be any deeper, because this is a rough start. My gosh. So he drinks the potion. He's up to 6. Now we roll against the rogue, who has a much better chance. He's got a defense of 4. He's a spry little guy. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 or better will work, and he rolled 3 or better for all of those. Whew. Nasty. Okay. So now we come back to our turn. My heroes are just... Ugh. It doesn't even matter now, because after the first round, monsters all split up, and you have to try and make them attack everybody as evenly as possible. So there's no point in using a round to move my guys around to a better... In a corridor it would be worth it for sure, but not here in this room. So I'll just keep as is, and we'll just start getting into it with my attacks. Craig says, when we went to hospitals as part of my job, I found out that the number 13 is not used when numbering patient rooms. How lucky you feeling with this fight? That is interesting. That feels vaguely familiar. Maybe I've just seen a movie where they skip the 13th floor or something. Anyway, that is interesting. I can see why. I can see why. Less for their own superstition, but maybe for just out of sensitivity to their patients, you know. That seems like a wise and appropriate and a gracious thing to do. Okay, let's see here. Attacking. Attacking. Here we go, dwarf. I need you to explode. Explode! These are rats. I have no bonus against them. That sucks. 3. Ugh. Okay. So that's modified 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's only going to take out 1. Dang it. Horrible. Cleric. 4 plus... Oh, let's see. I was looking at the wrong thing. 4 plus... up to 7. So again, just takes out 1. Rogue and Wizard can't do anything. They're putting their stuff down and getting ready. So Now here we go. We got to split up the remaining 11 attacks as evenly as we can. So that's going to be 3 for everybody except for Elderast. Elderast will have 2. Alright. Terrible. Okay, here's the dwarf first. And he defends. Now the cleric. He likewise defends. The rogue defends. Man. The wizard. Oh wait, just 2, just 2. He defends 1. Awesome. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, new round. Guys, come on now. Oops, that didn't count. Wish it would have. It was a 6. 2. Alright. Still just 1. Come on, cleric. Yes, exploding 6. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so he at least takes out 2. Brutal. Okay, come on, rogue. Explode. Yes! Exploding 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, down to 8. That takes out 1. So not fantastic, but I'll take it. We're close to them testing morale. Wizard? Sleep these suckers. Do it. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so now we roll to see how many are killed. 5 of them. Nice. So definitely testing morale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 2 left. Let's have them test morale. They're gone. Vermin is freaking right. Oh my gosh. All right. It's over, Pater. Moving back to explore. But we got to make sure and make a record of that horrible room. Rats. That deserves an exclamation point. All right. Next and probably final room. Interesting how this turned out. 24. Yeah, there is... Oh, wait. Wait, I could just... See, if I angle it this way, I think I can just fit in. So that'll get blocked off, but then it goes this way 1, and then up, and then over, and yes, it just barely has room for that spot with a door. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's check out the contents of this one. That's a 6, so we're going to roll for room details. None. We're just rolling on the vermin table, dang it. So that's a 2. What do we got here? 1, 2. Rain spiders. Now, thankfully, this one was not a surprise attack. What do we got going on here? Oops. I guess I should... They're casting a shadow on my heroes. Can't have that. Maybe I could just move them all this way a little bit more. Come out from the shadows, guys. Alright. Whatever. Okay, so... Rain spiders are vermin. They're level 2. Well, that's going to help a lot. 3d6 plus 6 of them. My gosh. It's ridiculous amounts. So that's 17. Attacks. They get 1 attack. The spiders crawl on treetops and ceilings to drop upon the party. They have a 4 in 6 chance of surprise. Crap. Alright. They surprised us. Jeez Louise. I might just run from this dungeon after this fight. I might not finish this successfully. My gosh. So they surprised me. In corridors and in rooms of 5 squares or fewer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Their first attacks are at level 4. Ugh. Jeez Louise, this is freaking brutal. Okay, well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. How many of these things? And they're all attacking the first round, my wizard and my rogue? At level 4? I think Elderast might be dying right about now. Jeez Louise, this is terrible. 17 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. My gosh. Okay, that's my reminder to wrap it up. Yeah, I'm... This is crazy. So 9 will be on my on one of them, 8 on the other. So let's do the wizard first. 6, 7, 8. So he has to roll a 5 or better. He did not roll a single die that was 5 or better. So he's dead. Elderast is going to have to get dragged out. So we add one more. And now we're attacking the rogue, who he's got a +4, so he's automatically gonna succeed at all these. He's dancing around all over the place, dancing over Elderast's body. Well, I'm pretty good at this, huh? Dang it. We gotta run. We've gotta run. Jeez. Yeah, I'm running. I'm running. I'm running from Vermin. What happened? What happened? Some of these Vermin, man, can just be overwhelming. I mean, I guess they got the surprise and the first round was level 4. That's not going to be the case now. But Elderast is down, man. These guys are the elite forerunning squadron of the Elderastian Empire. And I am confident he would have made clear to them that if he should ever fall in battle, they need to get his body out of there and get him resurrected, or he's got some kind of... he would totally do this. He's got some kind of a preemptive curse that's on them so that if his body doesn't get resurrected, they're all going to have horrible growths coming out of the worst parts of their body for the rest of their lives. So they are running. They are running to resurrect their great leader and future emperor. Okay, so that means that everyone has to have an attack against them without factoring in any shields on the way out, and we have to split those up as evenly as possible. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So they'll each get 5 against them, and then there'll be 2 left over. So we'll do 6 against the dwarf and the rogue, and 5 against... Oh no. You're dividing it 3 ways. So 6, 7 against the dwarf. Am I doing this right? I don't know. 6 against the dwarf and the rogue, and 5 against the cleric. I don't know if that math is right, but that's what I'm choosing to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the dwarf. Now he's just got to get a 2 or better. Oh, he auto-succeeds. So does the cleric. So they all auto-succeed. They all auto-succeed. We're out. We're running. We're running, running, running. So we started here, and I need to put a note here. And this goes in all caps. With 2 exclamation points. That was bonkers. All right, going here. Oh, hang on. Let's resituate to be in reverse order at least. That's not going to help Elderast, of course, who is dead, but it could potentially help the rogue. So, wandering monsters. None. And we're out. Good grief. Yeah. Craig says, oh, how the turntables are tabled. You really hate Vermin, don't you? Yes. Yes, I do. And this is not the first time that I have really had my butt handed to me by freaking Vermin. Oh my gosh. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I will probably, maybe on my own, heal up and come back through this dungeon. I don't know. I don't have to make that decision now. But this just goes to show me that I can feel really justified in making adjustments to this game as I have little by little to make things a little bit easier. At first I was content to play 4 Against Darkness with kind of a Darkest Dungeon mentality, if you're familiar with that video game, where you kind of are assuming that members of your party are going to go nuts and become unusable the more they adventure, or they're going to just die, and you're constantly kind of replacing them. You know, more meat for the grinder is kind of the attitude. And so that's why I used a random name generator to come up with the names for 2 of these party members that replaced 2 of my originals, because I was like, they're going to die anyway, you know. But I think as time has gone on, I've been less content with that. I very early on even started to make slight modifications to the rules in my own favor, and I have liked that. This doesn't make me want to modify them further, because I am totally game for having experiences like this now and then. Dang it. It's a wound, not to my pride, but certainly to Elderast's, that it would be Vermin that takes him out, and that he would be the only one that would be beaten. Oh my gosh. He's going to be all the more crotchety and bitter and angry at the world and everyone in it when he wakes up. But I do have to make sure I have funds to resurrect. Oh no, I've got a resurrection ritual already paid for that's in my vault. So I'll just have to scratch that off and he'll be fine. But oh my gosh. Well, this has been fun. I've been enjoying these weeks. I started, you know, I want to say 1 or 2 years ago, started doing these live streaming weeks. And I know that not near as many people can come to them when I'm doing them, mostly during people's work hours. But I enjoy doing them. I enjoy making the content. And I think that I have now basically locked into, for a while, unless I hear significant feedback from viewers that would steer me in a different direction, I think I've locked into Hero Quest and 4 Against Darkness. Hero Quest and 4 Against Darkness. And really letting both of those develop as campaigns that viewers can follow if they want. I think there's some interesting value in that, and certainly some enjoyment for me. And Craig, appreciate you, and also the others who were in earlier, Stephen, Nicholas, Winston, Roleplay Cafe, thanks for jumping in the chat, and thank you for anybody who's watched this up to this point in its archived form. But that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. For more chat about geek entertainment, answers to your questions, and news from the wider world of Christian geekery, get the Christian Geek Central podcast today on iTunes and other podcast services.